Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of... I gotta readjust my mic. Welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Galaxy, Part 17. I want to believe it's... I think it's Part 17. Fellas, welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, we spent the whole episode on Dusty Dune Galaxy, and we're starting right back at it because we have a green star to get here. Similar to the secret star. For Dusty Dune Galaxy, I have no clue where this is. I'm just going to be real. I kind of told myself maybe I should do some research before I start the episode, but I didn't. I really didn't, and maybe that is going to be my downfall. Who knows? But I don't know. Fellas, hope y'all are doing well. I don't know if I have a ton left that I want to talk about regarding the Switch 2 Direct. I guess the most I can really say, okay, and I will say this, this is probably going to be my main conversation topic of the day, my little conversation topic of the episode, if you will, is in regards to the Mario Kart World Direct that we are expected to see on April 17th, which is a week from now, as of the time I'm recording this video. And this is pretty exciting, man. This is pretty exciting just specifically because I think, in my opinion, I really do want to just know a lot more about this game. And I think naturally a lot of people are really trying to get a feel for just how worth it, you know, Mario Kart World is going to kind of end up being, right? They really want to get a feel for it specifically just because, I mean, also, something you have to factor in, I know exactly where this is going to be. Wait a minute, I know exactly where this is going to be. Bingo! You're gonna be like here, aren't you? How many do you need? You probably need a fair few than what I have right now. How many do you need? 20? That's it? You just need 20? Okay. That's fine by me, I guess. What? Alright, that's crazy. But yeah, so we're getting a Mario Kart World Direct on April 17th, a week from recording this video. And I will be there, first of all. Just gotta say, I will be there because I really, really want to know just what exactly else they have planned. Right, what exactly they have planned, because the thing about this game is that they're gonna have to do a little more work in regards to trying to really sell this game. And what I mean by that is that, again, with this game being a crisp price tag of $80, there's a lot they're gonna have to do to sell people on the idea, good God, on the idea of getting this game. And really, I mean, I don't want to be weird, man. I already feel like they're doing a pretty good job for me. I think Knockout Tour is so exciting, man. I probably talked about this back in part 15, but like Knockout Tour genuinely just looks so exciting. Because it is literally yoinking a page straight out of CTGP's book, and I think that is extremely exciting because, you know, Knockout Tour is genuinely, I think, going to be something that, you know, in CTGP, I think it works out pretty well. When I say CTGP, by the way, if you guys don't know what that means Custom Track Grand Prix. It is kind of the custom track little distribution stuff for Mario Kart Wii, and it has kind of also been something that has spanned across multiple different Mario Kart games. Knockout mode specifically hasn't really reached a ton of an audience because, you know, it is, it's more of a niche thing, right? It's kind of the Battle Royale-esque thing that Mario Kart Wii really popularized, and it's really cool. But the big caveat is that it's a 12-player ordeal, right? It's a big 12-player ordeal, and while I think that is fine, typically. Okay, what are we doing here? I just want to make this abundantly clear. Where are the rest of these? This isn't gonna... Okay, I didn't know if that was gonna, like, squish me or something. I think I just have to figure out where exactly these last 2 silver stars are. Where are you? I'm gonna find you. Oh, there's one. Hold up. We can find the other one, fellas. Just trust. You need to trust my ability. Could it be here? Well, I don't think that's, are we upside down now? I'm so confused. But yeah, so, I don't know, Knockout Tour is already doing a lot for me, but, you know, there's been certain things that they haven't talked about as well. There was a certain type of drift that somebody discovered, and maybe I talked about this in a... Alright, man. That's just... It's so cool, dude. It's honestly so cool. I don't even know what to tell you. But there was a certain type of drift that somebody discovered at, I guess, the in-person New York City event, which was a type of drift where basically I like to call it a straight mini turbo, but I think the better term for it is probably a ground trick. So basically what people discovered is that if you seemingly hold the drift button and you just kind of hold neutral on the stick, you don't actually press anything on the stick directionally, you actually do this very interesting thing where you kind of just drift in place, and when you let go of the mini turbo that you get from it, you bounce upwards like you're tricking off of a ramp. Now, this has already been shown to do some kind of wacky stuff with, like, the rail riding stuff. Oh, that could have gotten scary. But yeah, it's already been shown to do some crazy stuff with the rail riding stuff that they've shown where, okay, maybe you missed your opportunity to hop onto a rail from its initial starting point. You can use this ground trick to actually get onto it. So I think that this is going to make that problem that a lot of people had with, there's a lot of straightaways and everything that just make the track design look boring. But, like, I think this is going to alleviate that a lot. Now, I didn't even necessarily have a problem with this personally, but I could kind of understand where people were coming from. That was sort of my mindset with it, was that, I didn't necessarily... Hey, can I just, like... Dude, where is this last one? Let's go... Let's head up in this direction. This is the real... This is being a real doozy. Okay, we're about to really spend almost 10 minutes on one star, and that's the way it goes. Listen, I had a theory to you guys. And it's proving to potentially be true that the later stars in this game would just take a bit longer. So where in the world are you? I want to see. Is it down this way? We're really gonna figure this out. Okay. Well, shucks. No, I don't think it's there. Where in God's name is this located? Put me up. Put me up. Thank you. Wait, you're not... Okay, I thought you were going to go down and just immediately squish me. Which wouldn't have been nice. I don't think you need me to tell you that just wouldn't have been nice. Is it located in, like, a crate that I haven't hit yet? Nope, it's located there. That's where it's located. Silly old me. Cool. That's the green star, right? That's the green star. You'll have to see it. Okay, cool. That took so much longer than expected. But it's okay. We ball. We vibe. Let's get the green star. Alright, cool. Very, very neat stuff. Yeah, man. I don't know. So I think the Direct is going to be very exciting. I'm kind of curious to see if we're going to hear anything about those ground tricks, because they never talked about those. In the Treehouse, nothing. The Treehouse people never did it. I don't know if it was a thing of they couldn't show that off because Nintendo told them not to, or if it was a thing of the Treehouse people are casual enough that they just don't know how. They simply don't know how, and, you know, if that's the case, that's fine, right? But I just do very much find it intriguing that we have actually not seen anything outside of people playing it at the New York event of that sort of trick archetype. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be very interesting. I would love to see more about that. I would also love to see more in-depth elaborations on settings and everything, because while I am personally okay with everything regarding the whole traveling to the kind of in-between tracks, and you're really like, you're really traveling to the next track and then maybe spending one lap on the actual track itself, I have no issue with this. I think this is great. I think this is good. I like this format. It switches things up. But I understand why certain people would not like this format. Okay, let's get this very much out of the way. I understand why people wouldn't like this format. Holy frick. Wait, can I? Hold on, I just want to see. Can you? I feel like that's gotta... No, you can't do anything with that. I'm trying to see if you could do some, like, cool gravity shenanigans. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Okay, we're gonna have to do this a more legitimate way. Hold up. I say as I'm not doing it a legitimate way. But yeah, so I think maybe seeing if there's any settings regarding that will be very interesting. There were some people, and this might have been something that I talked about a few episodes ago, but there were some people that were pointing out that the Treehouse people had, I guess, made it known at some point that most tracks or every track have a 3-lap variant. I feel like that probably wasn't something that they pointed out. This isn't me saying that most tracks having a 3-lap variant is false, but I think that there is the potential that, you know, the Nintendo Treehouse people being the ones to point it out, that was false. I think that end of it was false. Simply just because I feel like that's something they would have saved for the Mario Kart World Direct. Even if it seems like it's something that they should have just simply pointed out, I feel like Nintendo would be the type to just simply save that information for the Direct, right? I feel like that is more or less what... Ooh, I almost just boned myself. I can't believe it. Okay, let's do... Oh, okay. I'm trying to be way too stylish, really. This Bowser area, this is the second Bowser fight area, by the way. I'm trying to be way too stylish, and it could nip me in the butt. And I'm not trying to let that happen. See what I mean? This is exactly why I shouldn't do that. This is exactly why I shouldn't do that, man. It's exactly why I shouldn't do that. All right, cool. Look, everything's okay, guys. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it at all. I don't think we're going to get to do the Hungry Luma star, honestly, this video. I think we're just going to get to do Bowser to literally a 2-star episode, man. It finally happened. The prophecy, it finally happened. Yeah, I had a feeling things were going to slow down a little bit, and they're probably going to. Stayed slow down for the most part. Do I still think that... Wait a minute. I fell for this as a kid, and I'm not falling for it again. Can I, like... Why am I doing this? Why? There's a reason! You're supposed to... Alright, man. I need to stop. I need to just allow myself to take it slow. I need to allow myself to take it slow and not rush things, man. This is so stupid. I say that, and do you see these, like, tricks I'm trying to do? Oh my god, bro. But... yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious to see what they will elaborate on. Something that I also do want to make very, very clear, by the way. This is regarding something that I have thought about now that we're in a new console era for Nintendo with the Switch 2. I have thought about how much am I actually going to... Am I going to Let's Play any of the Switch 2 games that come out. And the plan is, yes, I would love to do that, actually. I would love to do that. Something that I have actually, I don't know if I've ever brought it up in a video, right? I don't know if I've ever brought it up in a video, but I've been very open to the consideration of doing Mario Kart Let's Plays. So basically running through the Grand Prix and everything. Maybe some extra modes if I feel as if they would be fun to run through. And I really do think, honest to God, that Mario Kart World would be a very fun sort of game to do that sort of format with. Especially with Knockout Tour being a thing. You know, I don't think these Mario Kart Let's Plays would be the longest. Well, actually, I might be willing to run through the different CCs as well. So maybe they would have a little link to them. Oh! Okay, so fun fact, Bowser gains a new move here. He yoinked our spinning move. You can actually counter his spinning move with your spinning move. And I think that's very, very cool. He, for whatever reason, and yes, I don't mean to spoil the third fight, he doesn't actually pull that move out in the third fight at all for whatever reason. And I find that very... Oh, are we for real right now? Okay, he was generous enough to give me a third chance. He was generous enough to give me a third chance. Do I really understand why? No, but he was generous enough to do it, and I'm not going to complain about that. So yeah, I think Mario Kart World would be very fun. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza would be a little more... Doink! Doink! That's actually really fun to do. Oh, doink! Doink! Aww. Okay, he learned the side flip. Doink! Doink. You can't do this to me right now, man. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Instead of trying to counter you, yeah, I'm just going to let you do that, because I think you're not going to do things normal if I try and continue to do things the way that I was doing them. And that's okay. That's okay, right? Boom. I think he's still got one more hit. Yeah, he's still got one more hit. But, yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think, is going to be a very particularly interesting game to Let's Play. Specifically because I'm going to spend so much time, and I need you guys to understand this if I do end up doing a Let's Play on it. It probably won't be a while. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be like some Nintendo YouTubers, which I feel like this sounds like shade, right? But a lot of Nintendo YouTubers that I grew up watching, they were typically on it for the launch of these games, right? The moment these games launch, you would pretty much be seeing a Let's Play of them within a week of the game coming out. That's probably not what's going to happen for me. You're probably going to see these games being Let's Played maybe months after they come out for me, right? Just because I'm probably not going to get around to getting the Switch 2 at launch, especially since it's a little more pricey, right? It's a little more pricey, so, you know, you guys probably won't be seeing these games Let's Played immediately, right? But rest assured, Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza are definitely both games that I would absolutely love to Let's Play. Kirby Air Riders, which I haven't talked about this, and I might not touch on too much regarding Switch 2 Direct stuff, because I don't know much about Kirby Air Rider. That was another game that was announced. It's the official sequel to Kirby Air Rider on the GameCube, which is a big deal. It's being directed by Sakurai. Funny Smash director, guys. No, he did more than Smash. He did Kirby, he did Kid Icarus, which I was kind of hoping that secret project he said he was working on ever since he finished the Sora DLC for Smash Ultimate. I was kind of hoping it was going to be something Kid Icarus related, but Kirby Air Riders is a big deal. So I want to make that abundantly clear. We've got something big on our hands. And maybe Kirby Air Riders is going to be my opportunity to get into the Kirby Air Rider series. Not really too sure. Maybe I'll do a Let's Play of Kirby Air Rider, and it's going to be blind, guys. Oh my god, everything is available. There's also something else particularly available that I don't know if we're going to do straight out of the game. Oh. So this is interesting. Guys, we have 1 star until we can go to the final boss. Yeah, this is kind of interesting, right? This is kind of interesting for a multitude of different reasons. Because if we were going purely for the any percent sort of routing for this, this Let's Play might be over very soon. Very soon. That being said, what is full power? What? 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 Okay. All right. No, I don't. I want to wait. I want to wait. We're not going to the final boss here. All right, man. So, yeah. We could go to the final boss right now if we wanted to. Are we going to? No, we're not going to. We're actually going to do as much as we... We're going to do all the stuff that's in the main story first. So the last 2 domes left. And then we're going to do the final boss. And then after that, we're going to do a bunch of the extra stuff. That wasn't even intentional. We're going to do the extra stuff that is contained within the game that will add us up to 120 stars. So that's sort of the general shtick. That's sort of what you can expect. But fellas, that's going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Galaxy Part 17? 17, I think. Good episode. Can't believe that we are finally at a point already where we can go to the final boss if we really wanted to. Of course, like I said, we're not going to do that until we finish up these next 2 domes. But yeah, we're just gonna continue moving on as if nothing was ever happening. Okay, we're totally not able to just go right now. It's not awkward at all, right? I wouldn't worry about a thing. But in the next episode, we're going to do the Hungry Luma Star that is in the bedroom dome, and we're going to start on the engine dome. Okay, we're going to start on the engine dome, and that's going to be how we start off the next episode. But fellas, for now, that's going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Galaxy. Fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life. Do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.